Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorology Aiden's weather forecast here, guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your Wednesday afternoon or morning. So today we actually have a lot of new updates on now Winter Storm Aubrey. It is now a new name, a winter storm, our first name this year, which is actually kind of crazy. So yeah, we already have our first name storm in the beginning of October. So it's honestly really crazy how we're having such a historic snowstorm like this already. Yeah, we have again our first name storm, which is kind of crazy again. But yeah, we have a lot of new updates, more winter storm watches, more winter storm warnings, and more winter storm advisories have been issued for now areas in the Midwest. So all the way from Minnesota to areas in Washington where we have some type of winter storm alert. So yeah, we're gonna have widespread ice issues with sleet, maybe possibly blizzard conditions. We're gonna have extremely strong winds up to 40 miles per hour in some areas near Bismarck and even Cheyenne. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot. And I do apologize. My actually throat really hurts. I don't know if it's strep throat or anything. It just really hurts. So I do apologize if I mess with my throat in the video. But yeah, without further ado, let's get in the video. So here we are looking at the National Weather Service right here for active alerts. And as you can tell, if you guys watched yesterday's video, we actually have a lot of new updates, a lot more advisories that are widespread. We also now have some freeze watches and freeze advisories too. Because we are actually going to have a lot of cold air to come in. We're going to have possibly single digits to maybe the teens coming in with this huge cold front that'll come in for late next week or this week. So in the purplish color from all the way from northern North Dakota around into Colorado, in that color we actually have winter storm advisories. So that's where we can see a couple inches of snow. Not a lot more additionally, because again, we've had a lot of snow out there in Montana, North Dakota so far. Now it's going to start getting into the South Dakota, Nebraska area by today. And tomorrow it's looking like it would be the worst day. So tomorrow, I go back to school tomorrow, but I'll definitely have a video up this on Windstorm Aubrey. On the dark blue color, we all the way from Minnesota, from Fargo, all the way to Nebraska, we actually have winter storm watches. As you can tell, these areas in winter storm watches will become winter storm warning extremely soon. So if you guys are saying, "Oh, I'm just in watches," whatever. But if you're in the watch, you would definitely be in a warning within the next 24 hours for sure, because these warnings are gonna start moving eastward very fast. Again, speaking of the winter storm warning, it's actually in the pink color. That's where we have the most amount of counties for windstorm alerts. Almost all of North Dakota, for Bismarck areas of South Dakota, northern Nebraska, through much of Wyoming, and much of Montana. A lot of Montana is under windstorm warnings. So you can tell this thing is very widespread. So now we look at the National Weather Service. Now let's actually look at the radar, so we can actually see what's going to happen the next couple of days or hours. So as you can tell, in the next 6 hours, this is where we start to see the snow coming in more to the south. So we'll start to move southeastward very slowly. But again, by later today, later tomorrow, we'll actually early tomorrow, we'll start to see some more snow coming into North Dakota. A lot more snow heading for areas near Cheyenne, even near Denver. That snow will be heading your way by tomorrow. Again, like I said, very late tomorrow. This is like the afternoon. We have the snow becoming a lot more widespread, starting to leave the areas of western Montana. It's going to bring some snow for Colorado. Then it's going to bring some snow for that northern tip of Nebraska, all the way into Canada. So it's a pretty big band of snow coming in. So yeah, again, this is pretty historic. It may not be like 80 inches of snow, but it's pretty historic to see something this big of a snowstorm this early. Usually with October snowstorms, if you even get snow in the plains, it's the size of this. It's definitely not like this. This looks like a snow in Denver, or sorry, in December. Look at this snowstorm though. By Thursday, at night and the evening, this is when it gets very dangerous, as we're gonna have blizzard conditions at night. So it's not gonna be great for Nebraska all the way to North Dakota. We're gonna start to see that ice mix be in effect for areas in the line of rain and snow. So if you're actually in the pink and purple color, you're actually going to possibly have a bigger threat of power outages, as we have that heavy snow just west of you. Again, we'll have the blizzard conditions right here for sure, where we see that dark blue. We're definitely going to be seeing extremely heavy snow at a very fast rate. Again, by Friday, it's even worse with the mix coming in at a faster rate. Look at how dark this pink color is. It's actually very, very dark. So we're definitely going to be seeing a big mix of snow. And it's going to be incredibly heavy snow. So it's not like a couple of inches of snow. It's actually be a couple inches of snow per hour at sometimes. Maybe 5 inches an hour for some areas in Minnesota and North Dakota. By later Friday, we'll start to see the snow start to calm down just a little bit. And then it really, really gets a lot heavier by Saturday. So Friday night's a little calm down, but by Saturday morning, it brings in extremely heavy snow for Duluth and Bismarck. And then by Sunday, it's still bringing some snow for some scattered areas just north of Minneapolis, areas of north of Green Bay. And then it might bring in another shot of snow on Monday. It's going to take a little bit to give up. And then by then, we should have it clear by next week. So now we'll be looking at the European radar. It's basically the same thing, but again, by the next 12 hours, we have the snow bringing in very heavy snow blizzard conditions for areas in Montana. As we continue in the next couple hours, by Thursday again, by Thursday is when we actually had this extremely heavy snow again, blizzard conditions for areas of the Dakotas and Nebraska. Again, we had that ice threat too, where we could have multiple power outages, and it's going to bring again blizzard conditions up to 40 miles per hour wind. You can see less than 1/4 of a mile with these conditions, especially it's going to be overnight too. So it's going to be even worse by night, and then again, by Saturday, it brings in extremely heavy snow for the areas near Fargo, and then it even brings in a mix near the areas of Duluth, Minnesota, which it will be very dangerous. And again, by Monday and Tuesday, it should be clear. Now we're going to look at that. We're going to be looking at snowfall totals for these areas. We're going to be looking at the west first. So as you can tell, we're not going to have too much snow left for Montana or Wyoming, really. Again, the snow is going to continue moving south. So again, it's going to bring more snow in. Additionally, for South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, we've already had a lot of snow out there in Montana. We'll see at most 6 inches, maybe even 1 more foot of snow right here. Additionally, for Montana, and then the areas near Cheyenne, you guys will see another 3 to 5 inches, which is actually a good amount of snow. Denver, you guys might just see a couple flurries. That's it. Maybe at most an inch or two. But again, also we're going to see that extremely heavy snow for areas the northwest tip of Nebraska. I don't know exactly any really towns or cities in that area, but if you know anyone or you live there, you're definitely going to have to get supplies. If you guys are driving anytime soon in these areas, and it's starting to snow, be prepared to bring maybe a flashlight, blankets, full gas tank. We're gonna maybe see some chips. We're gonna need an air blower just in case. You're gonna need some kitty litter to help with the traction of the wheels. You're gonna need all that stuff. And then again, as you go into South Dakota and North Dakota, that's where we really start to see those very, very bad conditions. It's going to be pretty crazy. Again, for Minneapolis, we won't see that too much snow. Maybe less than an inch at most. For Minneapolis, you might have a small trace. As we go into Duluth might see maybe up to 5 inches of snow. But again, most of central and western South Dakota will definitely be seeing a whole lot of snow. Most of near I believe the Peoria area, I think. I can't pronounce that. It's always been an issue with me. You can see up to possibly maybe 15 inches of snow, which is going to be incredibly crazy to see. As you go, again, closer to North Dakota, that's when we get even more snow. We're going to be seeing up to 20 inches at the border, which is going to be incredibly crazy. So, guys, I would go ahead and get your stuff now, because by tomorrow, you're going to be on your feet of snow. This is actually just what's incredibly crazy to me. Up to 42 inches for the northern tip of Nebraska, North Dakota, which is actually pretty crazy. But we're going to have a whole lot of snow with this snowstorm. Again, Windstorm Aubrey will definitely be a historic snowstorm. Again, also with the European, it does forecast a bit, actually a lot more snow for Montana, up to 9 inches for areas near Bozeman and actually Billings. Because again, the European or the GFS showed a bit less snow. It's actually showing a whole lot of snow, up to 9 to maybe a foot of snow left for much of south central Minnesota or Montana. Sorry. Again, so now this is actually the European for this, and it actually does forecast a bit less snow for actually near the areas of the border of Minnesota and North Dakota. Near Fargo, you guys might only get 4 inches instead of like 14 inches. But again, it still forecasts this huge band stretching all the way from Nebraska up to Canada. We'll have the bullseye for this. This is if you're in this little circle right here, you're in the bullseye. If you're in this little circle, you're in the double bullseye. And then if you're in the smaller little area, if you're anywhere near these circles, if you're anywhere near that circle, you're definitely going to see the bullseye. Again, maximum up to 33 inches, and that's actually not going to be in Canada. That's right here. You can see 25 inches to 19 inches around that whole thing. Alright, the European actually shows a lot more snow for southern tips of North Dakota. All of North Dakota will actually see more than an inch of snow, which is actually crazy. So no matter where you go in the state, you see a lot of snow. Again, if you go to the northern tip or the northern tip of South Dakota, up to 14 to 20 inches of snow. Again, it's not going to bring too much issues for Minneapolis and St. Paul or Madison. You guys should be in the clear for that. But again, it's just a matter of time for North and South Dakota to prepare with this snow. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video on Winter Storm Aubrey. Again, this is going to definitely go in the books for historic. You don't usually see this until maybe November, maybe even early December. Again, the fact that we're seeing this in early October is just incredible, and that is a sign that we're gonna have a whole very, very crazy winter. I can't wait. We're gonna have a lot more coverage on this. I'm kind of glad the tropics are calming down. Because honestly, the tropics is my favorite topic. But now the snow's picking up. You know what time it is, guys. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and bye, guys.